Hey Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and those of you cross-watching, welcome to your Tarot Love Messages. In today's reading, we're going to take a look and see who's been thinking about wanting to come back. Okay, so who's been thinking about wanting to make a return, maybe reconnect and reconcile, who's had you on their mind lately, who's maybe wanting to restore a connection or revisit things with you. There is going to be a part 2 to this reading. In part 2, we'll continue on with the messages. This is going to be a general reading, so if you're after a personal one, feel free to reach out and inquire. My email is going to be included below, and the extension link to part 2 will also be listed below the video. So let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so I want to see who's been thinking about coming back here. Straight away, we've got the Magician. Okay, interesting. Because this is someone who I feel like is going to make a very quick and a very unexpected and a sudden reappearance back in your life. It's almost like this person is going to reach out of the blues. This is someone who may have fallen off your radar, okay? Someone whom you haven't had any contact with, or you haven't had a lot to do with this person. It's not like you've forgotten about this individual. The two of you obviously, shared a special connection. This may have been someone who ghosted you, someone who almost, it's like they've vanished, they disappeared very quickly. So they pulled away very unexpectedly, they disappeared, so ghosted you, or just sort of, left almost without a trace. It's just this energy has pulled away very abruptly is what I'm seeing. And I see that this person is going to want it, is coming back as almost as quickly as they disappeared here. Now, I do want to warn you, okay, and I think this is really noteworthy. The Magician and the Seven of Cups, this is like a very strong energy of illusion. So be careful that with this person coming back, that you do not hold on to any unrealistic expectations, or you do not have any romantic illusions of what this could have been or of what this should be, okay? Because, make sure you look past with this person coming back. Especially if they've left you, if they've ghosted you or left you quite suddenly and abruptly, it's so important that you don't romanticize the situation, or you don't romanticize what you had, or you don't hold any romantic illusions about this, what this was, okay? Because even if you've had something special, at the end of the day, this person has ghosted you, and it's so important, or they've pulled away, right? And because I see it was a little bit one-sided. So it's so important that you address that. It's so important that you hold this person accountable, even if they don't necessarily hold themselves accountable for their actions. It's so important that you call them out on their behavior. So because there has, the Magician, back in the olden days, he was a bit of a street scam artist, right? The Magician. And this person may have been, this is someone who may have been very deceptive with you. This is someone who may have been very, not very honest with you, or not very honest, especially when it comes to their feelings, right? Maybe this person was never 100% sure on you or on the connection. And look, it's probably something that they should have told you about earlier, but instead this person decided to pull away, or this person decided to ghost you, okay? So it's so important that you look past the glistening allure of any, illusions about what this was or what this could be, and you see it for what it is. And look, there is still something there. Obviously, this person wants to reconnect because they feel like they've robbed themselves of the opportunity, or they feel as though, they could have done better, or they feel as though, there was something there unexplored, and now they want to revisit that. Be careful that this person, on the flip side of that, be careful that this individual is not just coming back because they want, that it's convenient for them, okay? Or they're not coming back because it's, out of boredom or anything like that. So again, there is something a little bit deceptive about this person's energy. Yes, they're coming back, but what are you guys going back to? You don't want to go back to this one-sided relationship or this one-sided connection. You don't want to go back to someone who is not sure about you, not sure about what you guys have, not sure about where this is going. You don't want to come back to someone who is, treating you like an option, like a choice, like, many of their choices, and not like a priority. You don't want to go back to someone who is being deceitful, who's being dishonest, or perhaps disloyal, or even unfaithful, right? So it's so important that you do not go back to, any unrealistic illusions or any romantic illusions, unrealistic expectations that you've had around this person. And I do see that it was one-sided. I do. And I think that you may have overextended yourself. So you may have made all the effort in the relationship, in the connection, by overgiving, over applying, overextending, purely, to overcompensate for this person's lack of efforts. You've got the Moon card, which again is illusion. Very, very strong message of illusion. There's a strong sense of duality. Maybe this connection wasn't necessarily what you thought it was. Okay, maybe you gave them a lot more credit. Maybe you gave the connection a lot more credit. Maybe this relationship wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. Maybe this person, maybe everything looked good on paper, but in reality, that wasn't the story. So the Moon card, often the way that I see it, is truth versus perception. Okay, it tells a very different story. Was your perception of this person, was your perception of the relationship and the connection you shared, was it really the reality? Okay, so again, there is something quite deceptive about this person's energy. That is to say, this person could be coming back under a deceiving energy. So, they're coming back because it's convenient for them, or they're coming back because, they want to. They don't necessarily they want you, but they might not necessarily want a relationship with you. So you're going to have to really rely on your intuition, okay? You're really going to have to rely on your intuition, because if you feel like there's something off about them reaching out and reconnecting with you, because I do see this person's going to pop up in your life very soon, don't deceive yourself. Don't trick yourself into thinking this is someone who's changed, or who's a brand new energy, when you clearly know that they're not. So, a lot of illusions, a lot of uncertainties in the energies. Your paths have gone separate ways with the Chariot, and I see that this is someone coming back with a lot of determination in their energy. So they may be coming back under false pretenses. They may be coming back because it's more of an ego thing, like, them wanting you, but not necessarily wanting a relationship or a commitment with you. But I do see that this person is like making a beeline for you. So there's a lot of confidence, there's a lot of direction in this person's energy. I'm also seeing travel. So for some of you, maybe this was someone you were doing long distance with. Maybe this person did some traveling while they're away. I'm just seeing some traveling here. What else? Be careful, because the Chariot, games. I feel like this individual has played games with you in the past, and there is still something quite childlike, or still something quite foolish about this person's energy. So, are they back to their old ways? Possibly. Okay, so I feel like it's more of a warning, this reading for you, because and maybe this person has already made an appearance. Maybe you know exactly who I'm talking about, because this is someone who has reached out to you, or who's just, unexpectedly showed up on your doorstep, or just, called you out of the blue. But it does feel like this person has toyed with your emotions in the past, or maybe back again to toy with your emotions in the past. Be careful, because I feel like this person is, because of the duality here and the whole notion of illusion. So I feel like they aren't who they say they are. They may be pretending to be someone else. They may be masquerading. So for example, if they're, there could be like a player masquerading as a potential lover, okay? They could be someone who, is an enemy that is masquerading as a friend. So be careful, because I feel like they're trying to project one image to you, to impress you, to win you over, but underneath that, that there's a different side to them. And Three of Swords, okay, this is someone who has hurt you. They've broken your trust, they've betrayed you, they've hurt you with their words, their actions, they've hurt the relationship. there was someone else involved as well, and a part of the reason why they pulled away, they disappeared, they ghosted you, is because they were talking with someone else. It's because they ended up choosing someone else, the third party over you. So you weren't, and I know this is very blunt, but you weren't this person's first choice. And now that they've ran off with the third party and they did their thing and that didn't work out, they're coming back with their tail in between their legs here. So this is someone who's hurt you. You don't want them have you forgiven them? You don't want them, you don't want them going back to their same old ways here. And I see something about this possible reconnection possibly ending up in heartbreak or possibly ending up in tears for you. So there was a lot of hurt. And look, for some of you, I can see that it took you so long to get over this person. It took you so long to forgive them and to release the pain and release this hurt. And this person is coming back, and I just don't see sincerity in their energy. I just see that there was someone else they were talking to. There were choices and options around this person, and I feel like there still is. There's still a little bit of duality and imbalance in the energies. So, again, you weren't their first choice, and I feel like this person either has made it clear or intuitively you knew and felt it all along. Speaking of choices, exactly. So you weren't necessarily the first choice, and they chose a third party. There was an imbalance. They chose a third party over you. They pulled you into a third party situation. I mean, this is someone who's clearly hurt you with what they've said or with what they've done. And this is someone who I feel like projected a lot of their pain and their insecurities onto your relationship with this person. And I still feel like this person isn't 100%. I mean, the Moon card and the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is choices, it's uncertainty. It's not, I mean, look at the figure in the picture. He's not able necessarily to make a decision. He's got 7 chalices to choose from. So, and then you've got the whole, uncertainty and the whole duality and the polarity of the Moon card here. The Lovers represents choices. So this person I don't think you're, to them, I feel like they're still wanting to keep their options open, and them coming back to you or reaching out to you is purely for convenience, because it's convenient, because they're bored. It's an ego thing. That's the other thing. They're trying to feed their ego here as well. So I think there may be someone else that this person is still talking to, or I think there may be someone else that they're connected with, or they might even be holding space for someone else in their life. So just be careful with this person's energy, okay? 4 of Swords. This is someone who... this is someone who I feel like they've inflicted this hurt onto you, okay? This Wounded Soldier, I feel like, represents your energy. This is someone who's really hurt you, and swords are a weapon. They're destructive to the point where I can see that maybe you stopped believing in love, or maybe you stopped, you grew... Because of this person, you have a hard time trusting people, because they've betrayed you, they've hurt you, and for a long time maybe you pulled away and you weren't able to open yourself up because of this individual. So them coming back, you don't want them to be up to their old ways again, okay? 7 of Pentacles, it is this... For some reason, I don't know why, they've kind of waited to make their return. And again, I don't know, I think they're kind of waiting until it's convenient for them. Or maybe they waited until, things with their third party didn't work out. And that's when they thought, oh, okay, well, they'll try for you now. So do be careful. I feel like this is more of a warning than anything else. I'm going to stop the reading right here. In part 2, I'm going to see, we want to just explore a little bit more into their energy. What are their intentions? What exactly are their intentions coming back to you? Because, yeah, we're getting a lot of red flags in this reading. So follow me to part 2 via the extension link below. Thanks, guys, so much for your time, your energy, your attention. Bye for now.